to see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Let rain fall, let rain
And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter alongside Keith Fustel on a beautiful Friday, kind of a mild, balmy Friday. Temperature in the mid-40s today. It's Stronach 5 day. We kick off the Stronach 5 right here at Laurel Park. 2 legs of it here at Laurel, 3 legs of it down at Gulfstream. Last Friday paid to 40 bettors. Last Friday paid over $2,800. You had 4 favorites, 1 long shot winner at Golden Gate, and still a big payout last Friday. Has that industry low 12% takeout, and it's a $50,000 guarantee for the Stronach 5. Starts right here, Laurel Park today, race 8.
A bet gathering some steam, it looks like, Stan. No doubt about it. And you're talking about the payouts. You break it all down, really strong payouts.
Especially last Friday, yes.
Stringing together, I even think the week before, Golden Gate was kind of the thorn in everybody's side 2 weeks in a row where you got some big prices. But, paying astronomical when you really break it all down. So jump in, low 12% takeout. The Stronach 5, if nobody hits it, carries over, full carryover to the following week.
And you know it'll be well played with 3 legs of it down there at Gulfstream Park. And anytime you include the championship meet down there at Gulfstream, you know you're going to have a big handle. So there's the menu of races. It starts right here today, Laurel Park, race 8 for the Stronach 5. That's about 3:50 Eastern time. And then leg B is Gulfstream Park, race 8. Leg C, Laurel Park, race 9. Leg D, Gulfstream, race 9. And then the leg E, the 5th and final leg, Gulfstream Park, race 10. I'll have a ticket later on. I'm looking at about a $48 ticket now for my Stronach 5 ticket. I'm going to check the scratches down there at Gulfstream. I might tweak a little bit, add a little bit. We'll see. So that's the Stronach 5.
Right.
That starts Laurel Park, race 8 today. We have a couple other nice carryovers here at Laurel Park today. Over 10,000 now in that 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6. That's going to start race 4 today on the 9-race program. Nice carryover today in the Pick 6 and also in our late Pick 5. A little shy of 5,000 there in that late Pick 5 carryover with that industry low 12% takeout. Late Pick 5 starts race 5 today.
Oh, you got to love it. Starting your weekend out with big targets. Great carryovers here. The late Pick 5. I think everything today at Laurel is going to hinge on these later bets on Sacred Walk in race 7 at 3 to 5 on the morning line. Boy, if you can upset the apple cart there, you could be in for a really generous payout in the Pick 5 and maybe take down that Pick 6.
Claudio, I made the
race.
Now gelding Sacred Walk. I made that horse my best bet. Claudio just so reliable when he gets these horses in good form. So let's show you a picture of the main track. We've it's a little cloudy right now, a little foggy, but no rain right now. We'll have a nice fast track to kick things off. Weather, we're in the mid-40s today, and overcast. They're calling for rain later on today, but a chance of rain late. I think we'll get the card in today. 46 and cloudy, rain this weekend, but hopefully we get this afternoon in with no rain.
Quick glance at the weather on the phone. Yeah, it looks like it should. Maybe the last race, a little bit, some sprinkles, but I think we're going to be okay on this afternoon's card. Saturday and Sunday, not so much.
All right, let's get right to it here. Race 1's going to kick off that rolling super high 5. That has a low 15% takeout. The rolling super high 5. We have it every race with 7 or more horses, so keep your eye on that throughout the day. Also, race 1, we kick off the early Pick 5. Both your Pick 5s here at Laurel Park, just like that big Stronach 5. Industry low 12% takeout. Also, the early Pick 5 starting race 1, always a mandatory payout. Let's take a look at the opener. Maiden claiming 25,000 for 2-year-old fillies, going a flat mile here in race 1. I go with the 6 on top, Storm Raven. First off the claim for trainer Phil Schoenthal, and he's 26% recently with that move. You like the 6 a little bit as well. Okay, it came back on November 1st after having a couple months off, and I was going long on a tiring, yielding turf course against Maiden 25, and a good second that day as the favored. Now Phil waits to 30 days, right back in for 25,000. The horse ran well on the main track 2 starts ago at Delaware. That was on a good track. It's a fast track today. This will be the first time on a fast track for this 2-year-old daughter of Bodemeister.
Yeah, Connection's not really getting ambitious at all. They see what they've got. It was kind of a quick give up for motion. And Chad's Ford stable. $50,000 daughter of Bodemeister out of a stakes winning mare. I think the mare won long. So that bodes well. You should be able to think this filly, she's shown she can handle the distance of ground and against this group. Yeah, I think she's going to be an awfully short price. I have her at 7 to 5. Maybe that was a little too strong. Some early play right now on Boom Boom Gone, but we're way early. I go to the 2, Lucky Dilly. On a barn, it's kind of found a little bit of home right now. Winning some races, a little higher percentage than maybe what they were showing up in Jersey. So the runners are coming in. They're live. Steady progression in the distance. Third off of a layoff. Looked home free going 7 last time out. I like the tactical speed of the 2, Lucky Dilly. I think this horse is going to be okay. I think 2 of the 3 wins for this mare were going a route of ground. So Lucky Dilly maybe gets the jump on the closers when they turn for home. We're going to have to try to hang on for dear life, though, that final 16th of a mile. I think the 5, American Star, also another horse. I'm taking the 2 horses kind of raising up in class a little bit, Stan. But I don't think this is a real big raise when you look at it. American Star gets McCarthy, closed up behind Lucky Dilly. The blinkers came off last time. That was the right move. Has a 35 back on the page, and a 35 is about all it's going to take to win today's opener.
Now you get the leading rider, Trevor McCarthy, at a decent price here on the 5, American Star. I didn't use that runner. I have the 7 and my exact little info. A good second last out at this level, going a mile for trainer Douglas Dunn. You get Ricardo Trappi aboard, so very capable connections, and this horse should be dead fit, sitting on a big effort today, I think.
Yep. I mean, I think this horse is going to be put into the race early. Hung around quite well, I thought, last time.
Right.
You're looking at a trouble horse. You want to go think the horse is going to be Boom Boom Gone's the one. Did have trouble at a couple different points of the race last time out.
All right, let's turn the page here. The early pick 4 starts in race 2. We're going 6 furlongs here in the second, claiming 20,000 for 2-year-olds. Scratch the 1 Transom here. My top pick, the 5, Ready to Tap It. I guess I'm a little chalky here for the early daily double. I'm on the favorites here for the first couple. You get J.D. Acosta on the 5, Ready to Tap It for trainer Hugh McMahon. A sharp win last out. This 2-year-old by Ready's Image, a 2-time winner already. Both those wins right here at Laurel Park. Aggressively entered today to get another win. They're trying to make hay when the rain make hay when the sun shines here with the 5, Ready to Tap It. An aggressive move right back in here for 20,000.
Get it when the getting's good, and right now, they're being another one kind of realistic with this horse. Maybe he's not quite an allowance horse.
Right.
Get what they can. He was up a little bit closer to it last time out than I thought he would be. He's got a little bit more speed to target. Yeah, we've got the scratch of the 1 Transom, who definitely wanted to go from the inside, but Burn Cigars, Grand River, they're pretty quick in their own right. I think this horse will be poised just off the pace to go ahead and make a move and make it 2 straight here for Hugh McMahon and Acosta. Glad Dad, a big improvement last time. You can't fault his effort at all. Transferred in the barn a few races ago, Brandon McFarland, but looking for a little bit of a price of 7, unequivocal. I like this horse, paired up 40 buyers. I think this horse is ready to make the next step. They thought a lot of this horse early on, going back to the debut, face some heavy heads, Always Mining, Boss, Follow the Dog. Light bulb's kind of gone on the last 2 couple starts. I think this horse, if pace comes back, this horse is going to be rolling late. We see Hammy scored some prices with these 2-year-olds.
Yeah, he won the Maryland Juvenile Filly Championship with a big price, and he's a big price here with the 7, unequivocal. We both like the 4 a little bit here. Grand River, a nice Maryland-bred 2-year-old for trainer Billy Campbell. 4 solid efforts, and finally broke his maiden with a 74 buyer against Maiden 40 back in September. A big step up. The Stakes Company, Scrap Copper, and then Follow the Dog. There's some tough customer. Scrap Copper came back a
Yeah.
real good third in the juvenile futurity last Saturday here at Laurel Park. You just wonder how much Scrap Copper last Saturday in the juvenile. Grand River last ran in the James Lewis behind Scrap Copper, and you wonder how much that effort in the James Lewis took out of Grand River.
Yeah, I mean, he's a horse. He showed some promise. Blinkers on 2 races back, kind of aided on the 15th of September. That inside was still kind of good early on in that card. I know the 14th was clearly a rail day, and he beats the likes of Sky Magician, all past horses that have come back and run well. Yeah, the question mark, why the drop here? Yeah, obviously they want to get the score. Going to have to deal with Burn Cigars, but I think might be able to put him away. It's at last eighth of a mile for him. Is he going to be able to kind of carry it? He was aided 2 races back by that inside.
All right, so both Keith and I on the favorite here in race 2, the 5 ready to tap it. Let's check out race 3, going 5 furlongs here. This is the start of a starter handicap series. We started the boys starter handicap series going short last weekend. You saw Trad Fest go very fast, going 5 furlongs. Now this is the filly and mare version of the starter handicap sprint series. It's a $35,000 purse for filly and mares 3 and up. Started for $16,000 or less since June 1st of 2017. We're going 5 furlongs, so you get a big purse, and there's a trainer bonus involved here. 3 races in the series, 1 every month for 3 months. So I go with my price play of the day here in race 3. Well, let's start with the 5. You have the 5 on top. Bye Bye Blues. She'll be awfully sharp here for Dale Capuano. Here's the video spotlight of her last race. A sharp win November 16th here at Laurel Park.
Awfully sharp, right into it. Broke sharp out of the gate, set a quick pace, and did it well within herself. She's in razor sharp form right now. You see Weston Hamilton just kind of goes to the whip there, upper stretch, and she really responds. Yeah, a little erratic there past the 8th pole. She was going so fast she didn't know which way to go, Stan, and she just pulls away with authority. Now, this is a little bit of a class jump. But I just think the recency, 5/8 of a mile, the way she kind of pops out of the gate, that shorter run into the turn is really going to be to her advantage. And I think she can handle a little pressure. And if the 7 wants to just go ahead and go, I think Bye Bye Blues can go ahead and sit just off of it if she needs to.
All right, she's in awfully good form. I use her in my exact. I go with the leading trainer on top, though, the 7 Miss Jack. 5-1 here for Claudio, 3-year-old daughter of gemologist Victor Carrasco. Will ride 5 wins from 10 lifetime starts. She's 2 for 3 right here at Laurel Park. She's won 3 in a row. Her last win against other than Allowance Company with a 68 buyer that day, a big 84 buyer 2-back on a fast track up there at Park. So she has enough tactical speed to put Victor in a real nice stalking trip. I think she gets a nice trip on the outside today. The 7 Miss Jack, my top pick here in the 3rd.
I did not think she was going to get home last time. She was under a stout drive midway on the turn at 1-2. Got by a field that wasn't as high a quality as this group, I will tell you that. But she seems to be improving for Claudio Gonzalez, and she's going to have speed to target up here. Polite Pearl, the 8 horse, as I talked about early, in a new barn, going for Wayne Cole. She's been steady as she goes over the last year, too. I mean, look at her record, 10 wins over 17 and 18. So Polite Pearl, she's quick. She just ran into a little better horse last time, that old mare Renaissance Rosie. And I think the road is going to go through her. Interesting take. How is she going to react in the new barn? So I like the recent form of Bye Bye Blues. SW Briar Rose, she's just done absolutely nothing wrong. She always makes a run. Can she bring her form, her Penn National form here? I think she will. She's faced OK Kind up there, 2 other than types of horses up at Penn National. She's going to sit a perfect trip down inside, save all the ground, and go ahead. Whether she wants to stay inside or angle out and find room top of the stretch, she's going to fire late in here, no doubt.
Yeah, what a nice resume here for SW Briar Rose. 6 wins, 3 seconds, 1/3 from 14 starts. She's made over 100,000. She's a tough customer. I like her in my top 3, so we like the same 4 horses there. In race 3, a nice starter handicap going 5 furlongs. Let's get a break here. 2 nice carryovers right here at Laurel Park. Over 10,000 for the Rainbow Pick 6, almost 5,000 for the late Pick 5, then the big Stronach 5 with that $50,000 guarantee. That starts in race 8. We'll check all that out right after this.
you're at home or at the track. Have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
All right, welcome back. Today's 20-cent Rainbow Pick 6 starts in race 4. Nice carryover today. Let's show you what we have. There it is, $10,170 for today's Rainbow Pick 6 starting in race 4. We also kick off the middle pick 4 in race 4. Lots of action for this 2-year-old filly allowance race going 5.5 furlongs. Keith has a middle pick 4 ticket. Let's check it out, see how you played it.
Very inexpensive ticket. You know, you're dipping in
Two
the check.
singles, there you go.
You got the check on Friday. You just don't want to go too heavy right off the bat. So $8. Let's see if we can take it down. We're going to go ahead and single NJ's Brass to get you started. Clearly looks like the horse to beat in race 4. Rail, I think she can overcome it. 5th race, we spread a little bit. 1, 3, 6, and 7 flying the flag. I think we'll draw plenty of money off of that win down at Churchill Downs. The favorite, I think, Spitesford. It's going to be his race to lose on the front end. 6th race, we spread again. 1, 3, 9, 11. Stan, I think I glanced at your picks. You like Margie's Band, right? The first her a little bit for Hugh McMahon. Definitely going to use her.
Yep, I picked her on top.
Rockstar Girl coming in. Mark Reed's got an entry in there. So kind of a wide open race in race 6. And the 7th, we're going to single, probably everybody's single today, the 2 Sacred Walk for Claudio Gonzalez. There's an $8 ticket.
Yeah, the Margie's Band half to Margie's Money.
Correct.
Right? Made a bunch of money here for Hugh McMahon. A homebred for M. Terry Shane, Margie's Band. We both like there in race 6. Let's check out race 4. Real nice first level allowance condition for 2-year-old fillies. Optional claiming $50,000. We're going 5.5 furlongs. The 1 NJ's Brass going to be a popular favorite. Breaking from the inside, 2-year-old filly by Shanghai Bobby for Mike Trombetta. She had a nice maiden score right here at Laurel Park, going 5.5 furlongs. And they tried her a mile against Allowance Company at Keeneland, a real big second down there with a 69 buyer. They tried her in the grade 3, tempted last out up there at Aqueduct, going a mile. That was just too tough. She was 23-1 that day. She gets a class relief today, and she cuts back to 5.5 furlongs. And you get Julian Pimentel, Trombetta. They've been strong all fall here at Laurel Park, and they have a good shot with this the favorite here in race 4.
And Tromby's been fine with his favorites recently. Route the sprint works for him. Yeah, she draws inside. Brawler's Gray Lion, a long shot to the outside. I'll probably go ahead and send. Music of Life has speed, along with Why Now coming off a race at Charleston, even Little Miss Raylan. So I'm not, even if she misses the break by a step or two, I think Pimentel, get her to just settle off the pace. Maybe if she circles, if she has to. The 2-back race at Keeneland, I know that was going a mile, was awfully strong. 3rd place finisher, I should say 4th place finisher, came back to run 3rd in a grade 2 a couple races later. So NJ's Brass, she ran sneaky good. We caught her in her 2nd career race at Laurel Park Stand. She had trouble up at Parks and ran sneaky good. They came and got the money at Laurel. When she broke her maiden meet Miss Philly Dilly, who's still, I think, a maiden, but has run well in stakes. So NJ's Brass, I think we'll sit just off of it and make a run to go on by at a short price.
All right, we both like the 2 as well here. Knockout Kid for Jerry Robb, Victor Carrasco on this filly, and she's been very sharp recently. Nice win last out against Starter Allowance Company. Not a very big buyer at all. She's stepping up in a tougher company today.
Yeah, she turns back a little bit. I like her run. The run 2 back against Sip of Sunshine works for me. You know, one thing, she's going to try. She tries. She gives an effort. She can finish. Some of these other ones, they might just be, let's go one way. I think she's going to make a run. The only negative I really found on her, Jerry Robb, the last couple of years, he's 0 for 6 with 2-year-old last out winners. So they haven't strung the wins together, but certainly if her form holds, she's going to hit the board, I believe, against this group. Maybe if you're looking for another little higher price, the outside Trombetta horse visually looked better than that 40 buyer. She got a little bit of a setup and rolled on by. So I like the protect move in here for her.
All right, so we both have the 1 NJ's Brass on top here in race 4. Nice allowance race. We both like the 4 as well. Real quick, Music of Life for Brittany Russell. Sheldon Russell will ride. They got the money in debut for this Bodie Meister filly. The Smart Halo just too tough last out. Gets a little easier bunch today.
Yeah, I mean, once you're going to give up ground to the likes of Congrats Girl, our Super Freak, you're 5 or 6 behind.
Right.
You got a lot to make up. I mean, she kind of had everything her own way at Delaware, but she was resilient. She'll Do was a horse that I think it ran okay, was a heavy favorite coming off of a big try in debut. I definitely see a bounce-back effort for the 4 Music of Light, no doubt.
All right, so nice allowance race there to start the pick 6. Let's check out race 5, another nice allowance race for older horses. First level allowance 3 and up, going a flat mile. We kick off the late pick 5 here in race 5. Nice carryover. There it is, $4,939 industry low, 12% takeout. This will be well played today, the late pick 5 at Laurel Park. Let's check out this race. Let's see. I like the 1 Flying the Flag on top for trainer Graham Motion. Georgie Vargas Jr. will ride the 1 Flying the Flag by Malibu Moon. A good second in debut here at Laurel and broke his maiden in the slop last out at Churchill. But you have the 6 on top.
I do.
Let's start there.
Okay.
Spitesford is going to be the favorite in here for Benny Perkins. Trevor McCarthy will ride the Spitestown 4-year-old coming off a little bit of a layoff. Here's the last race for Spitesford back on September 21st right here at Laurel.
Yeah, a very, very lightly raced 4-year-old here for Benny Perkins. But this day, you're looking back there, and took pressure from both sides early. Rugby Man, the 1-2 shot, eased back into the turn and then made another run. DeCarlo wish he would have just kind of closed up the rail there, turning for home. But Rugby Man gets on through, but watch the determination through the final 3/16 of a mile. Went fast early, 23-1, 46-1, but the Spitesford just kept on going, kept on trying. They were 8 1/4 lengths clear of the rest of the field, a little brush there through the stretch. Looking at breaking this race down, if he comes away cleanly, I just think he can kind of control things up front. Nobody's showing those kind of internals. Relax a little bit. Where's he been? He's been off since September, but he's, they've been throwing the hammer down. It looks like in the morning he's been working okay. He even got a mile work under his belt at Pimlico, so he should be fit and ready to go. Spitzer, they probably handle this horse with kid gloves. I expect him to fire another big effort. But you say Flying the Flag, he's a horse. They paid $675,000 for this horse back in 2017 out of Barrett's. Pretty much on the bottom side, you saw nothing but speed. Maybe the 1 turn is the key for this horse. Certainly improved. Got a little bit of a setup there at Churchill Downs, but I think this horse will improve. I'm going to go for some bigger prices on it. I think Southern Wild ran against the right horse in Bronx Sandman last time. This is a horse they got away with running without a tag with a couple races back. He's going to come running from the back of the pack. I like him underneath, and even Saltaire. Go back and watch the rerun of Saltaire. He got a little trouble midway on the turn last time out. Gave up ground behind 4 horses that were kind of just bottled up in front of him. I think he's going to be willing to the wire here. Use those 2 as your prices underneath Spitesford.
All right, so I went against Spitesford. Yeah, I use them 4th. We like the same 4 horses, just in a different order. I'm a little concerned about him coming off the layoff today. He's lightly raced this year as a 4-year-old. There's obviously some issues going on. They have to. They've been very patient with him, but this is a tough comeback race here. Off a little 2-month layoff, a little over 2 months, and we're going a flat mile. That was he ran fast that race back in September. Can he do it coming off another layoff today? You get strong connections here. McCarthy aboard for Benny Perkins. I just take a shot with Flying the Flag and the 3 Southern Wild. We both have our exact. They've been knocking on the door at this level for trainer Kelly Rubley, who's the barn's been heating up recently. The Kelly Rubley barn, they had a nice win last weekend with Always Mining, and they're live here at 6-1 with the 3 Southern Wild.
Yeah, I think he's going to sneak away. You've got the help of the 1. The 1's going to take money off of the race at Church and the motion factor. Spiteford's certainly off the number, but Southern Wild ran better than the 68, and Brood at Bronx Sandman came back to run big, winning a 2 other than after that.
All right, so real nice allowance race there to start the late pick 5. Let's turn the page. We kick off the late pick 4 here in race 6. A real nice maiden special weight for 2-year-old fillies. We're going 5.5 furlongs, and You like the 3. I picked the 3 on top. Margie's Band by Bandbox out of the Dance with Ravens mare. Margaret Mary. She's a half to Margie's Money, who was also bred by Terry Shane and trained by Hugh McMahon. Now, Margie's Money won first time out,
that's
and she was very good early. Won second time out too in an allowance race, and then kind of tailed off form. But she's back in good form recently. Margie's Money has made a bunch of money, so I like this homebred for M. Terry Shane. Some nice workouts here, right here at Laurel Park. She doesn't have to ship for the debut, Lasix 10 debut. Katie Davis, we have a stat here. You have a stat for trainer Hugh McMahon and his first-time starters.
Smaller sample, but look at that ROI, 518. Past 3 years, 2-year-old maiden special weights. First-time starters on the dirt, 2 for 10, 3 for 10 in the money. 518 ROI.
Nice.
Margie's Money that day slipped away at nearly, I think, 9-1 when she got the debut done in August of 17 right here at Laurel Park. We've seen the Bandboxes. They're coming out. They're running okay. They've had a debut winner, so why not take a flyer on the 3 of Margie's Band? The 9, Sweet Carly, I think has to be into the mix, into consideration. Comes out of a super key race, the 9, Sweet Carly for Jason Egan. 5 next out winners, okay, including 15K. 15K wasn't close in there, but came out of that race to beat the likes of Gallinella. And so I think Sweet Carly moving towards the outside, battled through some pretty quick internals, just angled out, just came up empty. It's a better trip this afternoon for Jason Egan.
I root for the barn. Jason Egan having a good year, having a strong fall meet. I kind of overlooked this filly. Good note there. She does come out of a key race. And Victor, and she was bet down to 4-1 in debut. And Victor Carrasco stays aboard, and she gets a good outside post. So, the 9, Sweet Carly, she's live. The 3 we both like. I have the 10 in my exacta 216. A game effort last out, maiden 40. That was her debut. 2-year-old filly by Strong Mandate went right to the front for Ferris Allen last out with Jorge Ruiz aboard, 7-1 in debut. Now steps up to a little tougher maiden special weight today, but has that early speed, good outside post. I think the 10, 216 is going to be a factor early, and see how far she can go.
Yeah, can she pair it up? I mean, did she just fire her best shot right out of the box?
Right.
We don't know. There's some other speed that she's going to have to deal with. The 1, Rockstar Girl, part of an entry here for Mark Reed. Took a lot of play in debut, down to 5-1. Had some trouble. Was caught wide early, then kind of a little steady. This horse showed a decent run to the 8th pole, a little flattening out, the shortening up in distance, coming back with a sharp work. The way this horse was well regarded in debut, it makes me think, she's got a little bit of talent. By McLean's Music, they can win early. I think Rockstar Girl is going to be tough. She's going to be rolling from just off of it.
And you get blinkers on, so you have to like the 1, the 8
well,
Gallinella. For Jeff Runco, 2-year-old filly Frisian Fire. I threw her into the mix. She rallied nicely last out in her debut against Maiden 40. Got up for 3rd that day. Ellination, who was 2nd, came right back to win. Steps up to maiden special weight today, but could be a factor coming late here, the 8 Gallinella.
I was shocked that she made up that much ground because she looked like she was going nowhere around the turn, but she really picked it up the last 16th of a mile. Barn does well second out, and they do well of recent note the last couple years when they ship to Laurel Park. So Gallinella, I think you're going to see some improvement. She's going to improve 3 or 4 lengths at least to kind of be right in the mix with some of these, but certainly possible with respect to the barn. The 11 is a firster by Into Mischief. That's good enough for me. Lawrence and McCarthy scored with a firster last week.
All right, so real nice maiden special weight. Nice card today here. Some beautiful races right in the middle of the card to anchor all these multi-race wagers. Let's turn the page. Race 7, a $25,000 starter allowance contest. 4 straight 3-year-olds or older, 4 and up. Never won 3 is the condition, going a mile and a 16th. We both had the 2 on top. Sacred Walk, a 3-year-old by Tisnow, a 3-time winner. 2 for 2 right here at Laurel Park. Let's show you what Sacred Walk did last out November 3rd here at Laurel Park. Just absolutely crushes same condition, and now he's right back in here for your leading trainer, Claudio Gonzalez.
Yeah, and revisits Special Intention and put that one away rather easily midway on the turn last time out. And Sacred Walk right now 2 for 2 at Laurel has really come in with a vengeance, drawing away by 11 3/4. A buyer of 91, a stakes type kind of number for a 3-year-old, Stan, taking advantage of the condition. He's won 3 races. Oh, boy, is he going to be tough right back. Position to the inside, a mile and a 16th. He's got some speed to target in the 5 Calvi and the 8 Special Intention. I think he makes it 3 straight here for Claudio.
Like a General George-like performance last hour with that
strong.
91 buyer.
Yeah.
So, all right, so the 2 Sacred Walk's going to be awfully tough. We both have the favorite on top. I used the 5 in my exact, the Calvi for Graham Motion. A big win last out against Cheaper Company, 16,002 life. Got a 75 buyer. That was going a mile here at Laurel Park. So it has some early speed. It's going to be forwardly placed here today. I think the 5 Calvi gets a good trip and hangs on for a piece of it.
Yeah, I checked out this 7-horse Passport, 63-1 last time. I'm going to throw this horse into the exact. I know he can get the route of ground. You know what I like about this horse? He's just kind of suddenly improved. I mean, he was in the mid-30s. His buyer, nothing strong. Boom, 56. Boom, barn change, whistles. The jock comes in, right? This horse looked like a winner every step of the way. Split rivals around the turn to go off by 7 and change. I'm going to think this horse can run 3 big races in a row here, because you're not going to have a ton of value underneath with Calvi if you use Calvi in there. So I like the 7 Passport as maybe the blow-up horse underneath.
And then you like Trevor McCarthy on the 4 Tattooed, 15-1 here on the 4 Tattooed with your leading rider aboard for Tim Keefe. Well, got beat 5 1/4 at this level last out, but showed some early life and probably and maybe showed too much early life. This horse's best race was when they rated the horse, and they had a nice allowance win last March here at Laurel.
And that's the key. I think he'll just go ahead and let Calvi go outside of him in Special Intention, and to go ahead and rate, and Trevor will drop him in and save some ground. Yeah, 3rd off of a little layoff. He's a horse they like. The horse got play in the Maryland Million. Early play, just was caught wide from that 10 post. 3rd time could be the charm off the layoff. I think this horse is a user underneath.
All right, so Sacred Walk, awfully tough there in race 7. Let's turn the page here. Race 8, a lot of national attention on races 8 and 9 today at Laurel Park, as they are part of the Stronach 5. Stronach 5 starts right here at Laurel Park today. Race 8, it's a guaranteed $50,000 pool. All right, we had 40 winners last Friday that paid over $2,800 each. All right, $50,000 guaranteed pool. Industry low, 12% takeout. Let's show you the menu of races. All right, starts Laurel Park, race 8, about 3:50 Eastern time. Leg B is Gulfstream Park, race 8. Leg C, Laurel Park, race 9. Leg D, Gulfstream Park, race 9. And then leg E, Gulfstream Park, race 10. So this will be well played today. 2 legs of it right here at Laurel, and then 3 legs down there at Gulfstream. They're well into the championship meet down there. We'll have a big handle today for the Stronach 5. Starts right here, Laurel Park, race 8. I'll have a ticket later on. I got to double-check all the scratches at Gulfstream and finalize my ticket. Let's take a look here at race 8. 5,002 life, 3 and up, 5.5 furlongs. The 13 we both like. We have a video spotlight. You have the 13 on top, Great Adventurer. Here's the race last out. Beaten favorite at this level last out for Claudio Gonzalez. It's going to be tough right back today, though.
Yeah, number 5 that day, and highlighted there in the center of the pack, and just pinballed around out of the starting gate. You see the horse inside comes out, little bang, a little steady and shuffle. Then you watch this horse the next quarter of a mile, basically, and was really tough to settle. Adrian Flores gets this horse going up from between horses, and unfortunately he's going to have to steady in behind some rivals as the field passes the 5/8. Look at that quick little burst, just dragging them past the 5/8 pole, but then the brakes going a little bit of water skiing, as we like to call it, up there past the half-mile pole. He got outside, made a move, actually got the lead, but that was enough. That took enough out of him. Port Louis was a benefactor of that, kind of sat chilly off of it with McCarthy that day to go ahead and widen. But Great Adventure draws outside today. Hopefully nobody will kind of take a right and get him. I think he'll go ahead and go right to the front against this group.
It'll be awfully tough. I use them in my exact. I'm too deep on my Stronach 5 in this leg. I think if you use the 11-13, you're going to be safe. The 13 Great Adventure for Claudio. The 11 Gorbachev, first off the claim for trainer Kieran McGee. He's 20% first off the claim. And this 4-year-old by Go Sapper, a big maiden win last out when dropping the maiden 10, going 7 furlongs on an off-track whistle that day by 6 with a strong 60 buyer. Now we well entered today, first off the claim. We wait the 30 days, jam in for the nickel 2 life. We cut back to 5.5 today. You get a few pounds off with the Bug Boy Weston Hamilton. I think the 11 Gorbachev going to be awfully tough here in race 8.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see what kind of tactics these two both take. I mean, I think Great Adventure's got to go. Does Gorbachev off the 7 furlongs have to? Maybe. He was pretty quick internally that race for the distance, so I don't think he's going to let him get too far away. Pro Riot, boy, did not look like he was going to run down Telecommunication, who opened up a ton of ground around the turn, but showed a lot of heart and determination. A big jump up in the buyer figure. A pair, I think, is well within reach for Pro Riot. So he's the one I think that's got the most sustainable run into this pace flow today. So if the 11 and 13 get tied up and kind of duel each other into submission, he's going to be the one to roll on by late.
All right, so we like the same 4 horses there in race 8 to kick off the Stronach 5. Let's turn the page. Race 9, claiming 5,000. Never won 3 lifetime for 3-year-olds or 4 and up. Never won 3. Going 5.5 furlongs here in race 9. My top pick on the far outside, you like the 13 as well. Just the Midnight Cry, a 3-year-old by Street Magician, a 4-time winner. Beaten up on older horses, never won 3. He's a 3-time winner at Laurel Park. Nice win last out, first off the claim for Brittany Russell and jockey Sheldon Russell. They're married, and they hooked up for a nice score last out late November at this level, and they're going to do it the same thing again today. Speed on the outside, and they can just dictate.
Yeah, I could see this horse looking back. I mean, I could have made this horse favorite. It's going to be between the 4 and the 13. And when it comes to favorites, yeah, I'm going to try for a 13-13 late double. You don't really see that too often. But Midnight Cry, I think, is awfully quick. He's got some heart and determination too. He's shown in the past he's another one that can sit just off of it. You go back on the page back in September, he came off of it at Timonium. He's fine. The question with the 4, I'm against. I mean, he drops down out of the beaten races up in New York.
Right.
5.5 from 7 to 5.5. You know, is he a little bit better on the turf? I don't know. So use some shots on him. The only time for quality is horse for Benny Perkins, second off of a little break. On one of his better races, he's going to jump in there at a price. I think he's going to be able to keep position down inside. He shows a little bit more speed 2 races back. He's going to have to come away better. He had an excuse last time out. He comes away cleanly, gets put into the race. Certainly, I think he can be a late factor and a late presence in this race. Our nightcap at a price. I've got 15. He'll come down probably a little bit off of that.
All right, so expect a lot of national attention, big handles on races 8 and 9 today. They're part of that big popular national wager, the Stronach 5. We both have the 13 Midnight Cry on top there in race 9. That's it. We're out of time. Nice weather today.
Sure.
Put on a little sweater. You don't need a big jacket. It's a little sweater. Well, maybe a little jacket. We're in the mid-40s. Fast track. Dave Robin coming up next with today's scratches and changes. Good luck.
Good luck.